Hey, what's up guys? It's Forest Man here. Today we're going to look at the newest hero and the newest units that have been added since update 3.0 just came out. I'm going to show you a couple of cool things and a couple of not so cool things. Before I get started, I'm sure many of you are already aware of the Dragonfire glitch. If you're fighting with Dragonfire, stop it. If you're about to be in an alliance war, about to attack, do not use Dragonfires. The anti-air mines have a huge area of effect on the Dragonfires, and it will completely wipe them all out. They have pretty much been rendered useless after this update, which is really frustrating. Not the first time Dragonfires have been screwed over in an update. That aside, we've got a new hero and a couple of new units. The new hero is, Ethan, I guess is how you're supposed to say it. Not really sure. I just got him leveled up. His really, I think, key skill that he's got is the Scorchers, and I've already seen some people complaining about it because the damage is low, and they're like, I have level 5 and it won't even take out a small hanger. I think it's really all about how you use this skill, and I'll show you in a war or in a battle in just a minute here, really how to use it, because I think for it to be effective, and I think it's incredibly effective, it needs to be used in conjunction with a gunship or a lightning strike by Reaper. And if you'll notice, the damage is 340, which is pretty low, but again, this is a low level skilled right now. But it does a line of 340 damage all the way across the map. So if there's a line of SAM turrets or howitzers or lasers, you can put that line from this weapon over those and do damage to every single weapon in that line, which is actually pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely plan on leveling this up and using it. Once you have all of those weakened, you can do a single gunship, and I'd say you can probably take out 8 to 10 offense or defensive turrets with these two weapons pretty quickly as well. So, at first glance, whenever people first try it, they're like, this sucks. I promise you it doesn't suck. This is actually the coolest part of this update by far. Next, let's go ahead and take a look at the units, the new units that we've got. One of them is this FTL Trooper, and its primary target is diamonds. So if you're trying to go after people's diamonds, this is really the way to go. And I'll show you guys how to use it effectively in a little bit. The problem with it is they're invisible until they begin to shoot. As soon as they begin to shoot, they're pretty much killed by whatever's around them. So that means if there's a diamond depot behind a wall and you throw them all out, well, they're going to have to shoot at the wall to get through the wall, and they'll be killed instantly. So in order for these to be effective, really, you have to use a combination of these plus the Spec Ops. If you throw the Spec Ops down first, then you can put these in behind, and they'll run right through the walls into the base and take out at least 1 or 2 depots really quickly before they get killed. So they're not completely useless, even though I've heard people say otherwise. It's all about strategy and how you use them and what you're using them for. I wouldn't expect to win a whole bunch of battles using these troops. Really, they're just for raiding bases and raiding diamonds. And then lastly, we've got this zombie pod. This is another thing that it frustrates me. It doesn't really add much to the game offensively. I've tried to use it. It's not effective except against human targets. And I mean, how often do you come across human targets when you're attacking a base, aside from heroes? And it's not going to turn a hero into a zombie. The issue that I have with it, and what's so frustrating to me about it, is part of my videos here, you've seen me do my PvP battles and using juggernauts and human troops, cheap troops to go after bases using no skill points. And this zombie pod completely just annihilates that process, and that's what I think 80 or 90% of the players in this game use is human troops on their PvP, and one of these zombie pods will take out an entire group of 20 or 30 juggernauts, and not only will they take them out, they'll turn them into juggernauts, everything else into juggernauts, and then everything that you have and your entire attack is just dead immediately. This has happened to me a couple times already, and I can't tell you how frustrated I am with it. It seems the only way to defeat them is to go after them with machine units, which cost more time, more resources. With machine units, you're going to have to use skills as well because you don't have an RD1 to use with them. Once your juggernauts are turned into zombies, RD1 no longer helps them, and again, then they go all crazy on each other and they all kill each other. So I think this is way overpowered. It was, in my opinion, meant to force people to use more, essentially more money, spend more money on the game. So if this is being watched by any developers of the game, I really can't say how upset I am about this. And I'm going to show you guys a replay in a minute here. The other new thing about this game is, oh good, they're still here. There's a new map, which is kind of cool looking, but doesn't really serve much of a purpose. I still prefer Cairo because of the building obstructions and the view of the gunship. But we're going to take a quick look at the zombie pod and what exactly that did to my attack just a little while ago. Now, to begin with, the first few juggernauts I dropped were just to test because I had heard that you can drop units outside the parameters of the map. I was trying to get a feel for that, see if I could find any holes in the map, but I couldn't. So if you'll see my juggernauts come down in a minute here, that's what I'm doing. I'm just messing around with the units at this point with the new map, because this is the first time that I attacked someone with this map. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and deploy my first group of juggernauts here at the top part of the screen. And I stupidly dropped my RD1 before I did my Warbird, but oh well. So another RD1 goes out in a second here, followed by another group of 20. There goes my juggernauts. Okay, this is where the zombie pod gets dropped. And if you'll watch, I've got a group of 20 juggernauts, which should easily, with an RD1, take out all of those zombies. But the zombies turn those into zombies, which then turn on each other, and they're all instantly dead. The other crazy thing about it, and if you look on the very right side of the screen, when I made this attack, the RPG was also turned into a zombie, and I don't know why he's not in the replay. Replays are always screwed up, but anyways. So not only is my hero dead now, because the zombies went after him. Oh, there he goes. He turned into it there. All of my units turned into zombies, and that was it for this attack for me. I really don't see any way to defeat a zombie pod without using skills. Even if you do use some type of skill, you know, to destroy the hangars or whatever the case may be, it's just gonna cost. It's gonna cost money. And again, very frustrating. I'm not gonna go on any further about that. But anyways, moving on. I'm gonna go ahead and make an attack using the strategy with the Spec Ops and the FTL troopers, just to kind of show you guys what you can do with it.
What's your location?
And I'll also use the new hero strike as well to show you guys how that works. I'm not going to actually pair it with a gunship or anything else. I'm just going to do it one time just to show you guys what it looks like in case you're thinking about using it or whatever the case may be. Alright, why not? This will be fun to mess with. So starting with the Spec Ops, I'm just going to open up all the walls all the way across this base. Oh look, he's got stuff in the hangars too. Now that I have all the openings, I'll go ahead and drop these guys in and watch them go, and you can see where they go exactly. Oh look, I didn't make it through that wall, so they're gonna get killed on that second wall immediately, and they don't do anything. Their range is also really short. I think they only can shoot about a 1.5 tile range, so they really don't serve much of a purpose. I guess if there's like a single square type base, and I should have kept searching until I found one of those. Where there's only one wall to get through before you do get to the diamond depots. In that case, they would be really effective, because again, they all go straight for the diamonds. That's all they do. So if there's one wall between your diamonds and where you can drop those out, you can pair them with a Spec Ops and they'll do perfectly that way. Anyways, we'll go ahead and retreat. Oh wait, here, I'll go ahead and kill this hero just for fun. So this is what the new skill looks like, and again, you can pick any line on the map, and of course if you're using this in Alliance War, you can figure out your line beforehand. But let's say, you know, I can do damage all the way across here and hit 3 laser turrets, or no, well, 2 laser turrets, a SAM or SAM turret, everything else. And then if I follow that up with a gunship or a lightning strike, you know, one lightning strike and a line across that line will wipe out everything that's there. So it is really effective. You just have to kind of know how to use it and use it with the right heroes. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope that I've showed you guys some cool stuff, what you can use, what you can't use. Again, I wouldn't recommend the zombie pods for offense, but for defensive PvP, I don't think there's a better unit in the game. As frustrating as that is for me and so many people that are gonna watch this video and realize that your Juggernaut attacks are pretty much useless against those. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I'm gonna stop talking. I'll see y'all in the next one.